Timmy and T, yeah, we raising the bar. Every sip's an adventure, we shooting for stars. Cut those wheels, take the scene, now we gliding in style. From the vineyards to the lounge, we redefining the mile. 4092 the base, where the legends reside. Mixing vibes, not just drinks, it's the culture we provide. Tuesday libations, Wednesday we scrutinize. Catch the flavor, feel the energy, we on the rise. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real. Yeah. Have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl T with Adventures of Spirits, and welcome to the Spirit Member Spotlight. And today we have a guest today. Today we will be interviewing Love and Live Show. It is actually a family show, but let me tell you what else they do, what you can find in their show. According to their description, and I usually when I see a description that describes them just very well, I just go ahead and just give you their description and not create my own unless there isn't one. But I think this just fits them to a T. And so I'm just going to let you all know, and I'm pretty sure y'all going to know who they are. So basically, they're the Love and Live Show. On their channel, you can expect entertainment, fun, and foolishness. And I know because I'm a member and I'll be listening on there, and it's off the chain. You're going to laugh. You're going to get a little perturbed sometime because you'll see in a minute. They have a great dynamic together. They host live streams. They make skit videos and more. They also have pop-ups. They also do games. And they also talk about relationships. And so with all that said, I'm going to introduce to you, some of you may already know, the Love and Live Show, Lenora and Aliyah. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Yay. How's it going?
Going good. It's going good.
Yeah, glad to be here today.
Yes, I feel special.
Good. Well, I am glad y'all made it in. It took some time out of your busy day to spend some time with me.
You know, we had to do it.
Of course.
Look, I enjoy y'all show so much. And usually y'all already know at the time that y'all go on, I'm usually on the way home or I got out of work late or something. But it is always just right on time because it's either y'all or somebody in the chat that just be cutting up. So that's where all the action be at. That's where all the action be at, you know. In addition to Aliyah getting in trouble every now and then.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't even be doing that wrong now, but we ain't gonna get into all that right now.
You know he's lying.
Look. So first off, let's go on and let the people know who's Love and Live Show. So we got Lenora and Aliyah. So, you know, tell us a little bit more, one just about you, and then we'll talk about your show. You know, we'll get into that. But just tell us a little bit about Lenora and Aliyah because the family dynamic is just awesome.
Well, we're auntie, nephews / mother-in-law, son-in-law.
Okay.
Which
hopefully people understand.
Yeah,
what that means.
Okay,
it took a minute for me to figure it out. It took a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, what you mean? And then I said, oh, okay, like adopted
and
child.
I do it on purpose all the time.
I got it.
I do it on purpose.
She be bad with it. She be bad with it. Like, doctor's appointments, all that. Oh yeah, but anyway.
Oh no.
She be acting up, and she knows she be cutting up on that.
Do y'all be getting the looks? Like,
well, what's I saying?
Like,
what's going on?
There was one dude. He was like, "Oh, well, as long as you guys are good people." Oh no. That's like, oh man. But yeah, you can't explain a little bit more.
I guess if I have to. But my nephew, because me and my friend, you know how you grow up with your friends being like sisters, and so that's how he became my nephew. And so since he was in the womb, there I was. And then him and my daughter got together and got married.
Oh,
But I like it my way better. This sounds
Yeah,
fun.
I'm sure she does. She has a lot of fun with that one. But yeah, certainly.
oh. Okay, so let me ask you: Did they know each other growing up?
Yeah, they were raised together.
Wow.
Yeah, they were raised together. Because like I said, I was there when he was born, and my daughter, of course, they were around when she was born. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you should know. So you should know your wife very well.
And he does.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's very rare when someone can really have that foundation built from the beginning. I mean, there are some that maybe went to school together, like at an early age or whatever, but it's different when your families are already close growing up and then you get together later. So
Yeah.
all right then.
And they know each other, and they worked together since they were 4 and 6. So
Wow.
yeah, because they used to do sign ministry. So they would sign to gospel music, and they traveled all over Portland, Oregon, signing together. And then they started the entrepreneurship program together. So they have been together their whole life. Like there was no absence.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no excuses, Elijah.
Yes.
No
That's what I said. You know what you're getting. And she take after her mama, so she's just as crazy as her mama.
Oh Lord! I'm sorry, Elijah. You got it. You
Don't
got
do
it.
that, because his mama crazy too.
And
you take after her.
Be strong. Be strong.
You
got a strong woman. You got a strong wife, Elijah.
His mama just as crazy as I am, so it matches.
Oh gosh. Well, look, on some of the lives, he got his mode too sometimes. Though. A little confusing sometimes, but you still got me lost on that. The wet sheet thing. I'm still, it's still gone. I still have not.
And I get those conversations on the daily. You got it that one time. I get those conversations on the daily.
Oh man.
And then he be acting like it's normal. No, really, that's not.
Oh
man.
Mm-mm.
Y'all having too much fun here on this interview.
Because it's true. We talking about you,
Oh man. Lord have mercy. Okay, so there's another part to the Love and Live show, Lenora.
Okay, well, it really just started off. Like I said, they were doing entrepreneurship, and my niece was like, "You need to go on social media," and I don't know anything about social media. I'm not savvy in that area at all. So she was like, "I'm gonna be your manager," and so she got me on YouTube. And then about a month later, she ended up moving out of state, and I didn't know what I was doing.
So she got you on social media and then just
left me, left me. Like just abandoned me all the way. I was like, what am I supposed to do? And so then Eli came in and he started editing, and then I had to do videos every day, and then he would just edit every day. Okay. And then one day, I don't even know how it happened, he came on, and I think he was helping me with shout outs, because we used to do shout outs, and he was helping me with that. And then next thing I know, he started being on the show, but it just happened.
Yeah, it was really natural progression, because that, like she's saying, at first I was just doing background, doing
right. You the hype man.
Yeah, and then he would give me things to talk about. Like he would look up stuff and have me talk about it, and I didn't know anything about what I was talking about, and so I had to research it and then come on there like I knew what I was talking about. Like I had no clue what was going on. But because I'm nosy, I'll be looking up stuff. So he had me one time. Who was that guy?
There was a big scandal with this guy. His name was Dr. Disrespect. He had a whole thing going. Yeah. It's an internet personality guy, but she ended up actually. There was a whole scandal why he got banned off this live streaming platform, and nobody was knowing why. It just was random. They had $1 million deals on the line and everything like that. Everybody's like, what's going on? What's going on? And he was like, oh, he wasn't speaking on it. The platform wasn't speaking on it, but here she was, and she actually predicted. I think it was only like this year or last year. Whatever actually happened, truthfully came out, and she predicted it, and she actually said what it was.
Ooh.
So yeah,
I'm nosy.
Yeah. So did you play that back again?
No, what happened was it started getting a lot of views when it came out.
yeah.
And I'm like, who's all these people talking about? I forgot who the man was and everything. Who's all these?
They're like, give me the lottery number.
Yeah, they were asking for lottery numbers and everything. Because I had said, in my mind what was going on and how I thought it was going to be. And they was like, oh, you did it good. You nailed it. Can you tell me my lottery number? I don't know.
What's the weather tomorrow?
Right.
Yeah, so I went from having like barely interviews to like years later, it just went up. And I was like, who are you people?
Yeah, and it wasn't
that's how it happens sometimes.
Crazy viral or anything, but it was like
it was a lot for me.
Yeah, it was something when you don't realize it. It's like, where is all this traction coming from? So yeah,
because he used to have, you don't understand, he would give me all types of people and I had to talk about stuff I don't know, and I'm not on celebrity information or news, so
right.
I was like, I don't know these folks.
Well, and all of it was an effort to find out what she wanted to do.
Because I had no clue.
Because she was just, I don't know, what do I need to make a video about? So then it got closer and closer to the vision, that kind of where we are now, where we just do pretty much what we want to do. If it pop off, we just have fun with it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where are you all from initially?
Oregon. Portland, Oregon.
Oregon. Okay.
Portland, Oregon. Born and raised both.
Yeah. And that's a foreign thing for a lot of people.
Foreign concept. So still in Oregon?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They're like, oh, they got y'all in They got people that look like it. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, there is. Still to this day,
or they don't say Oregon, it's Oregon.
Yes, Oregon.
Oregon. Well, see, I only think of Oregon. I have a cousin that lives in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon. And it's only because he was executive at Nike, because that's where their headquarters.
And that's why a lot of
people come here because they're working at Nike.
Right. So that and that's it. And that's the only reason he moved out there. He moved out there, built the house and everything, and because he needed to be close there, even though he traveled most of the time.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like, what else is out? Like, what is Oregon? What is Oregon known for?
Being weird.
Not really. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
We do the weirdest stuff here in Oregon.
Portland weird.
That's what it is. Keep Portland weird. No, really. We literally have.
Bike ride.
That's the one. Naked bike ride. Yeah. They protest.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Time out. Did you say naked bike ride?
Yes.
Naked bike ride. Butt naked bike
ride.
Butt
naked. Like
the cheek to cheek. It's
the weirdest thing because they argue and protest about, adult stores, right? Not like the strip clubs or nothing, but adult stores right next to the elementary school. But you riding butt naked downtown, by the mall, everywhere, and that's normal.
This is men and women.
Men and women. Literally,
what's
one time.
Everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
One
what's
time
the age?
I was driving and I was like, "Don't turn left." Of course, they all turn their head left.
Why you tell them that? That's just.
Because they looking out the window anyway, and I was looking, and I was like, "This fool was naked," and he was right, and it was right by the Lloyd Center. I was like, "Oh no!"
And you would think, you're not gonna see everybody. It's every race, every nationality that's here. Now, primarily, there's a high Caucasian rate over here, so you're gonna get that. But you get it. It's not just them; it's every race participating here in a naked bike ride.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah,
I'm dead serious.
Oh, so we be in school. We be in school. Everybody, oh my God, look, yeah.
Does it still go on?
Yeah, they ride throughout. I don't know what the path is, but they ride.
I thought it was just downtown. And I saw it by Lloyd Center, and at the time that was our biggest mall. So they was driving by the biggest mall. Then they go down some other like residential area, because first it just starts off with regular bike riding. So they have a bike riding day or 2 days of bike riding. Then that's like a couple of days later, then it's the naked bike riding. It used to be 1 day, now it's 2 days.
Yeah, and it's legal. You're not gonna get no public indecency or nothing like that. Really? It's not like they're doing something wrong.
Nope.
It's a movement, naked bike ride. That day is not legal.
Let me ask you this: why haven't y'all recorded that?
Oh, because I don't go by there, and I don't know what day it is. That one was when we went that one time and saw. That was really accident because I heard about it. I just never saw it, so I thought people were lying until I actually saw it.
See, now y'all gonna.
But now that you said that, I might look it up and see what day it is and just be recording.
Now I'm just gonna, y'all need to go on down there and just sit up everybody
young, and old. They be having the wrinkles going and it don't matter. Young, it don't matter.
We say, discriminate. We talking about like 80 old.
Yo, that's what I was asking, like what the ages were.
No, it's everybody.
It's from young adults to 80, 90. Like anybody 18, 19, all the way to like 90.
And they really be, because here is it's a very outdoorsy state.
Yeah,
we got a lot of trees and all that different stuff. People go hiking, trail, and all that. Stuff.
No, not me.
So not us either. But that's what is you saying what it's known for. That's what it's known for. So you got these older people, but they keeping active. So they pushing their grave, but they still outside.
But they still outside.
They still outside.
And they bite naked, and you see it all hanging low.
Yeah, they looking like God is talking to them. Like next year, God gonna be
not next year, next moment.
I guess they said, "Hey, we came here naked, we going home naked."
They be out there. I mean,
so we are.
You gotta respect it. It's like, dang, you really doing that,
Yeah, so keep rolling weird is what we are all known for here.
Oh my God! So
there's probably a lot more stuff. But I don't know.
I mean, aside from that, we got a basketball team, college football, and
we are the biggest protesters ever.
True, really? That is a protesting state. Yeah,
we're the biggest protesters. We have the most strip clubs in Oregon.
Oh, and we decriminalized drugs a little bit ago. We just brought it back. We just brought it back to criminalize drugs, but they decriminalized drugs a little bit back. Not even that long ago. I think it's either
they brought it back.
Yeah, they brought it back. Now and now it's criminal again, but it wasn't criminal.
Before you could do drugs and you wouldn't go to jail.
If you had a recreational amount, no matter how hard it
was. There was a recreational amount.
Yeah, recreational
amount. As long as you didn't go over as long as you didn't go over your personal level.
Yeah.
If you went over to trying to sell it, that's a different thing. But if you got over your personal, like this is my personal drug habit, and you can have
like
it don't matter.
You want to hit something in her vein or whatever. You could do that. And it got real bad. It got to the point people, they and the downtown is still affected by that. Downtown used to be all on a nice, lively area. Now you don't want to go downtown, especially not being a woman or a child or anything. You wouldn't really
especially
want
them.
The
riots. Especially after the riots.
So, so then that's really it. That drug.
I'm not known for no vegetable, no fruit, no nothing.
Huh?
Y'all not known for a vegetable or a fruit or nothing.
What rose?
I mean, ours is a pear, but we don't really eat pears. But nobody eats pear here, so it's a pear.
Oh, okay.
And then we got the most strip clubs, and they got.
I think we have the most strip clubs, and then your kids don't have to get education. Like you kids have to go to school, but you're gonna graduate even if you don't.
Yeah, no child left behind program.
Yeah, so even your kids never do a assignment a day in their life, they still gonna graduate.
Yeah.
Are you
no child left behind?
Yeah, no child left behind policy.
And that's what cracked me up because people would get mad because I didn't have my kids in school. But I'm like, my kids are getting a better education with me than they would with you. Right. They go into school and they get no education. Like,
so crazy. You homeschooled them?
I homeschool, unschooled. I mainly unschooled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boy.
But that's where we live. Yeah.
That is, but there's some cool stuff to it too, but a lot of it is just crazy and wacky. I mean, that's really it. A lot of people come here, and a lot of stuff I hear is mainly just they get to see trees or something like that. We have a lot of trees here. You go a certain place, you don't really get to see them like that. So a lot of plants and all that different stuff.
I could care less about some damn trees.
The best way I tell people to look at Oregon is water. You know how other you know how they say United States is where you freedom of speech, freedom of this. Yeah. We got freedom, and everybody want to come from other countries to our country.
To your state.
That's how we are. We are freedom. We're freedom of everything. Nakedness, strippers, drugs, non-education. We're free.
So y'all just the 60s all over again.
Yeah. We try to stay updated. Over. Yeah, we update the 60s. That's
they update. Yeah, we do got something like we got a good transportation system. This is one of the most walkable cities or states.
You can walk, you can catch the bus. You don't really need a car here.
Okay, so there's good mass transit and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do that. And I mean, when I say good transit, it's really one of the best transits ever. I mean,
you can city to city. Yes,
you can get
better than New York.
Yes, because when I went to New York, let me tell you, and I don't know, it might have changed from when I was younger, but me and my best friend went to New York, and
we in New York though?
We was in Queens.
Okay, there's not in Queens is really you either take a bus or a van to where the mass transit is. So it's not really mass transit.
Yeah. Queens, so we went to Jamaica Avenue. And so say we caught the number. Yep. This is how I look at it, why I say we're the best. Because we got the number 4 to Jamaica Avenue, right? Mm-hmm. So we take our transit paper and we want to get back on the number 4. You can't, you got to buy a whole nother ticket. And we was like, oh, well, we didn't know that. I don't know what bus takes us back to where my auntie lives because we came on the number 4. I don't know. Right. It takes us back over there, because here you got an hour and a half. I don't care if you get on that same bus 100 times. You can get on that bus 100 times. You don't have to keep buying for different, like you can't get back on the same bus because you purchased it. That's the only reason I say we got the best. Like you got an hour and a half. You got an hour and a half. And the other reason I say, because I had a friend, my sister's ex-boyfriend went to jail telling his business, but it was in Washington, which is right next door to us.
Seattle and all that.
Seattle, which is like 3 hours away. Vancouver is 5 minutes away, but Seattle is 3 hours away. And he caught the bus from Seattle to Oregon. So he just kept getting off the bus, and it got him here. And it didn't even, he said it took him like 8 or 10 hours to do it.
So you all are so going to Alaska is a hot skip jump for y'all if y'all wanted to. If you wanted to jump on an Alaskan cruise, getting to Seattle is just 3 hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever thought about going on an Alaskan cruise? Mm-hmm. No? Why not?
I haven't really wanted to go back on a cruise. After I realized that the cruise, they have really spiked the cruises up.
Okay.
I'm like, I just rather go to an all-inclusive because I'm paying one price and I'm done. You know what I mean? Where I gotta pay for, if I want a steak, I gotta pay for this. If I want this drink, I knew I had to always pay for my liquor drinks or my alcohol drinks, but I never knew I had to pay for soda or juice or coffee. And now you got it. And that when I went on a cruise, I didn't have to worry about that.
That's how I feel about it. But I've been cruising a lot over the last, I say 3 years.
Yeah.
The most that I've traveled cruise in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Only because I play in the casino. And so I get free cruises. I get free drinks across the ship. So the stuff that most people are paying for, I don't have to pay for that other than Wi-Fi, right? Yeah. So, but my husband likes to cruise. He just likes the diversity of him being able to just go and do whatever he wants any time of the day. I'm like, you can do that at a resort too.
That's what I said.
But at a resort is usually one place for this and one place for that. Whereas on a cruise ship, you may get 3 different places doing similar to the same thing, but for a different group of people or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Y'all so close to Alaska. I be looking because we want to go to Alaska and we know we got to travel all the way to literally the other tip of the United States. Mm-hmm. Northwest side. So, Yeah, I had just got excited. You was like, Seattle's just 3 hours. I'm like, ooh, that's just
yeah.
We're not really close to California, but that's California, Seattle.
Yeah, because California is like 8, depending on what part you go, it's like 8 to 10 hours.
Okay, so you all going to when you say California, you talking about LA? San Francisco,
Sacramento,
San Diego.
I think something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so like the northern part.
It's longer and longer when you get deeper into California.
Depends on how we're like we meet them.
Okay, yeah, y'all California is like our Florida over here. So you figure, oh well, Florida is the very next state, and Atlanta's right here, and Florida's right there. I'm like, yeah, but driving to Orlando is like the 6-hour range.
Yeah.
Right? But to get to Miami, you driving a whole nother 4 or 5 hours. So that I'm like, man,
it sounds good but it's like
yeah, because you think about it, like for us, it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to Tacoma. And then depending on how fast you drive, and then it's anywhere from 2.5 hours to 3 hours to get to Seattle. You cool. Now you go a little past that, it goes a little bit further. And I think Canada is 4 hours from us.
Yeah, we're not that far off from it's the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
We over there with all the good stuff. Well,
so what I know y'all got some good. What come out of y'all sea over there? Is that the shrimp area? Is that the crab area? Is that the what y'all eating over there?
Salmon.
Salmon.
Y'all got the good salmon. I know they do halibut. Seafood wise, I don't know. I know you can do crab because when I was in high school, we did oceanography and we had crab and shrimp. So yeah.
We got beach cities and everything like that. So they do a lot of that. Fishing and all that stuff. It's just it's not even too far off. I mean, we got people who come here and do competitions and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not our personal scene. That's why we don't know too much about it.
That ain't our personal scene.
Okay.
There's coming from outside of here. I mean, there's a lot of things that is more appealing for people to do.
Yeah, because people love to mountain climb. They like to snowboard and ski.
we got
all the stuff that I don't do. They love. So I couldn't tell you nothing. I'd be like, go to Mount Hood over there. There you go. That I can tell you that. I can point you towards Mount Hood. Call it a day. But yeah.
Yeah, but if you like all that,
they like camping and all that
and outdoorsy stuff like that, this is the place to be.
Not for me. I'm a city girl. They could keep even the camping. I ain't doing.
Thank you. If it ain't giving me a cabin that has everything I need in that cabin, I don't want to go. Don't tell me about no tent.
Look now, hold up. Now speaking of that, look, and I look to the audience. We gonna get a little more into who they are, but right now we talking about where they live. Mm-hmm. So speaking of the tent. Have you seen? So I've heard of You've heard of glamping, right? Mm-hmm. Where they got it's like a tent, but it's like a room tent. It's this
a hotel room,
multi-room, type thing. And I'm like, if a bear can break through it, I ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now I have seen it where they have almost like a mini glass house. Where everything is glass, like it's temperament, so ain't no animals getting in there.
Yeah,
but it's like you're in the middle of the woods, but you're actually inside.
Mm-hmm. And it's really nice, and they have some have bathrooms in there.
Yeah,
and some I haven't seen. I know it's around because we have some friends that are building some of those sites. That's the only reason I know about it. If it wasn't for them, I really wouldn't know about it. But they do have, and they're really nice. They have nice, comfortable beds in there. They have almost everything, and then they do outside. You can go to a recreational area where they have a kitchen, refrigerator, or something like that. But most of them have little refrigerators in there. They don't have stoves or anything in there. But yeah, those are really nice. I still wouldn't do it like you. I'm not doing it. And I know we got coyotes because that night when I be driving to certain areas, we see coyotes, so I'm not doing it.
Yeah, we got some here. They be in the backyard. Foxes and coyotes and
and that's
deers and possums and I forgot what the other one was. My husband be getting his BB gun and be out there. Just he be happy to see somebody, a raccoon or something. He just want to shoot at it. He happy. He real happy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They have like one time we saw a bear. It's not working. One time we saw a bear in the city. Like it was it's where I lived. I lived on 50th, and I think it was probably 12 blocks from my house. And I saw it just came out of somebody's house, or not came out. It looked like it came out of somebody's house. And it was just a bear. And I'm like, is that a bear? You know, and I was looking because you don't see no bear in it.
Right.
We in the city. So, just think about you seeing a bear walking down New York. You just don't see it. Like, oh, what the heck? And apparently, some lady was raising the bear, and the bear got uncontrollable, and she let the bear out. I don't know why you couldn't call the zoo and tell the zoo to pick the bear up.
Wait a minute. What you mean she was okay? Do understand stereotypes are not always 100% true, but they do have some truth just because of the probability or the frequency of something happening means that's where the stereotype comes from. Okay, doesn't mean it's 100%, but the likelihood.
Yeah.
So let me ask this.
Yes, it is.
They were raising a bear.
Yeah, it was raising a bear.
You know the answer.
You already know.
Were they a brown person?
You know what no brown person.
Okay, that's it. I don't need to say what it was. I just need to say what it was. Yeah. There wasn't no brown person raising no bear. That's all I got to say.
It wasn't raising no Winnie the Pooh over there.
And it wasn't no like young lady either. I think she was like 60 or 70. Raising a bear. And I'm like, you couldn't call the zoo and say, come get this bear?
Animal control. Somebody called somebody.
The bear, she let that bear out. And that bear was doing its thing. And I was like this. Oh, let me drive because this bear is not going to knock on this car door. I got to go.
Can I get a ride?
Yeah, no.
So, and see, that's the thing. Sometimes people take animals because they small and figure, well, I'm gonna domesticate them. There are some animals that are not meant to be domesticated. Just like some people take those, those bobcats, them big cats, and they bring them. I'm like, are you crazy? The cat bigger than the dog.
Girl.
Okay. I guess it's just that sometimes there's just been so many things that try to kill us on a daily basis that we ain't trying to look for nothing.
We don't want to step in.
We're not looking for the risk. We're not looking for a risk. We're trying to stay safe. We're trying to be safe.
Exactly. And and I just think for me personally, my adrenaline, I don't need that for my adrenaline. All you have to do is jump out the room and I'm
right.
Spider,
okay, you don't have to. Really.
That's a good one too,
You know what's stopping?
Spider, I don't like bugs.
Chop it up, a spider. Shoot.
He's talking about me because one time we was doing a live and the spider came down. And he told me, and I jumped up and flew.
And she was
I was gone.
She was gone. I had to pull that.
No, you don't have to pull it out.
That clip.
No, you don't have to.
you need to pull that out and do a short on that one.
Take that out the archives and stuff. No, you don't need to do that.
So you said there's a lot of things in your city that you don't, based on what they're known for, you don't like to do that. So what are some of the things that Lenora and or Aliyah like to do? What are some of your hobbies, your likes? Do you collect stuff? Do you have like certain things that you do to pass your time away that you actually enjoy?
There's some. I love crafts. I love doing craft stuff, arts and crafts. That's my thing.
Okay.
And I don't care if I don't know how to do it. I just love doing it. I will just, Like, I don't know how to paint, but I have everything that I need for painting, and I just love sitting painting. I paint like you would think I was a professional. I'll be up there and I'm concentrating and up there and that's my masterpiece and I'm loving it.
Guess what? Picasso stuff didn't look good either, but it's famous, right?
There you go.
There you go.
And that's what I like doing stuff like that. I do. When I was younger, I did love going to the park and with the kids. I love doing movie in the park. I don't know if you guys have that, but movie in the park was my favorite thing to do. It's free. They have like little snacks. They have fun activities in the beginning. Then you just have your own little picnic and you watch this big old blow up screen and
big old screen. It's in the park, so it's a big old screen. It really is.
And then
big.
Everybody's there just getting along. And then I like to make weird stuff just because I want to see if I could do it. So I used to make fizzy grapes for them and all kinds of stuff just because I wanted to see what we could do. But those are things I like to do. I'm more of a homebody girl though. So yeah.
Okay. Elia?
I like to do a lot of different things. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I like just being in creative fields, stuff like that, working, playing around with whether it be music or like visual graphics, stuff like that.
Okay.
Aside from that, I mean, I just really I like technology. I like games and stuff like that. That's more my lane.
Okay.
That's pretty much it, really.
And when he talks about it, you will hear it. Like he goes into
I can go on. I can ramble.
Oh yeah, he can.
I can.
You can.
I have a favorite game.
I think I was saying that.
I just wanted her to make sure she knew
like saying
that he will go on and on about them electronics.
So, do you have a favorite game?
I covered that part right.
She said, "Do you have a favorite game?"
I got many.
Just your top 3.
Ooh, top 3. Well, I don't want to air myself out like this.
Well, okay. Well, I put it, instead of saying what the game is, what's your best game type? So, you have your strategy, military, trying to figure stuff out. Then you got like your puzzle type games, and you have yours where, you're just fighting or whatever. What are your favorite types of games?
I like the action and adventure genre.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So you like Resident Evil?
Yeah. I don't typically play.
What about the zombie ones they got out now?
Yeah, I like zombie games. I like shooters and stuff like that. You catch me playing a lot of those. Or you said
virtual reality ones?
Oh, yeah, those two. I ain't been playing that much.
Them things scare me a little bit because
it's fun though.
I mean, you need to be in a big room with nothing because you will run into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You will run into the wall or trip over some stuff just because
it'd be too real when you first try to get to it. Too real.
Yeah, because
you got to map out. Yeah, you got to map it out. There's a lot you got to do before you really dip your toes in it. Because people, it can go south. It can go crazy.
The zombie virtual reality ones, I tried that once before, and I had to throw the glasses off because
that's the thing though. And people always be trying to scare you. That makes you not want to do it no more. They put you on the horror ones. You like, ooh.
Yeah.
You're in your own house.
Definitely not. Definitely.
Especially because when I was trying to get her on, I had to do it a different type of way. I had to ease her into it. We wasn't doing no zombie games. I already knew that wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
Let there be a spider in any of them games. That headset would have been broke. I'd have been like, I could have just broken myself,
Waste your money.
Oh man.
So Lenora, what I noticed, this is just what I noticed, but you didn't mention it as something that you like to do, but music and cooking, that wasn't on your list.
Oh, I don't like to cook.
You don't like to cook?
No, I cook, but I don't like to cook. Like that's
but you also have your sauces and stuff.
Yeah, and I like to play around, but if you're expecting dinner or breakfast or lunch, then we got a problem. Like me just going in the kitchen and go, oh, let me see how to play with this and how to make this taste good. I'll know that.
That's cool.
That's I got
to make one of your top 5 dishes. It's you hear the sound that was just playing right there? Nothing. No crickets. No, it's not even crickets. It's just nothing. It's just quiet. It's like, whoa, what happened? Yeah. Everybody like, whoa, you know. Can you make, like, there's a lot of dishes. Everybody want to ask for the burritos that she made.
Oh.
When it comes to
you
the
make
burritos,
some good burritos.
She sure does. Now, when is everybody gonna get some? And I'm not trying to mess up my probability, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. But it's just like,
well, why don't you just try to find out and get to know either you or your wife get to find out the recipe so that y'all
already got the recipe. Mind giving the recipe. No, everything I could, I would tell you how to make it.
Chef's touch. You don't want to make. It's like, you know, certain stuff you can make. Okay. Like
she
pretty much forced me. I know her macaroni and cheese recipe. You can get that on YouTube if you want, but I got that stuff like that. Okay, that's cool, right? But when you start having to learn how to make everything, it's like no, it's not. It's not the same.
It is
it's not the same.
No, it is the same. He just doesn't want to do it.
Burritos, I'm gonna need her to make that.
That is good. That's my simplest recipe. Do it, and you'll have burrito. Like it's just
Well, one thing I can say, I can stand behind a lie on this is that I can't fold a burrito to save my life.
And see, this is
I don't know. Do I put too much stuff in it? I think it's just I put too much stuff in there. But then I'm like, if I put too little, I'm gonna be hungry again.
Yeah, but see, mine don't even fold. You just put it like this, and that's it.
Oh,
and you put toothpick to hold it together.
Oh, okay.
Mine is
hers is like
it's the most simplest thing. And for years, I mean, even before he was born, for years, everybody act like I made this fantastic burrito, and I'll be like, I can give you the recipe. It's really simple. I don't do anything like oh, this is a secret thing I put in there. It's nothing like that. It's just follow the way I layer everything, and you're done, and you have this burrito, and it's really good. And it seems to me it's so simple that I don't understand why it's that good to people, but it's always been that good.
She got that. She got the honey pecan chicken. She got let me not get on my own.
So you the homemade Chipotle is what you say.
She be doing it. She be doing
no, everything. I'm not. Let me tell you.
But only one time. Look, see, this is the thing. Look, I could go on this one right here. I got you. Let me get this off my chest real quick. She'll make something, right? And like she said, she'll get in there. She got something in her mind, right? Let her make it one time. She either don't want to make it again, or she forgot the recipe. How convenient.
Oh,
we get in the kitchen, right?
How was that convenient if I made it up? I made it up. And you know I'm in the kitchen doing it. Why don't you write the recipe? Like literally, you know I'm making it up.
But when she on the brainstorm, you don't ever really know. Like, oh, she be I'm gonna make something, right? She makes it. You think it's gonna be one way, and then really happened is while she was doing it, she started getting in her mind, and then she wanted to try this, and then that led to this, and then it messed up right here, so she had to fix it. Then it just goes on. So it's like you don't always know when she's gonna pull this thing out, or she'll be like, "Oh, I've been having this on my mind. I've been wanting to make this recipe." It just all of a sudden it just came. Like, you know, she's just cooking, and all of a sudden this is the day out of all days she decided, oh, I'm finally gonna make the thing we talked about almost a month or 2 months ago. So it's not necessarily that easy, but that's a whole other conversation.
That's what I told him when I'm in the kitchen. Why don't you record me?
That's a whole other conversation.
Then we'll have it. But then when I'm in the kitchen cooking, you know what he's doing? He's over here on his Steam Deck, and then so he's not thinking about it. So that's why. And then he'd be like, oh, you know, I should have recorded it. Yes, you should have. Because now it's done. I'm not making it again. I just wanted to see how it turned out. But on singing, I can't sing a lick, but I love to sing.
Yeah, she brushed off the cooking conversation, right?
No, she's answering my question because it was a twofold question.
No, but I think there's still a little something to be said on there, you know. You said I'm quick to do the steam back then, right? This has been a thing for a minute now.
He was on the,
we've been
on
different.
the
We
VR.
got
he was either on the VR
no,
or you was doing something. I don't know. We have literally had meetings about this. If I say something, even when they were kids, and I would be telling them stuff, I said, and he even said it. He's the one brought it to my attention. I need to just start recording you when you talk. He never did it. He said, I said, well, why don't you record me when I cook? So then, one, we have
the video,
and two, then you have the recipe. And then if I forgot something, it's even if I mess up, it's still there. I'm watching what I did to fix the situation. So then I can just eliminate it and we can nail it. He goes, okay. And I said, okay, I'm going in the kitchen to cook. And recording does not come to his mind. All he waiting for is that can I taste the food?
Yeah. I'm not lying. Yeah, she's not lying.
He just like you cooking. He just likes your cooking.
Well, now he gets his grandmother's cooking, so he don't need to worry about me no more.
See, you get different food from.
That's where I learned it from my mama. Now you get.
Let's not start acting up, But anyway, I didn't make it. You go off topic. You was getting into.
Yes.
You talking about the singing.
Your singing career.
So I just love singing, and I always said if I could sing, nobody would like me because I would have a conversation singing because I love singing.
It would be a musical. Love and Live show would be an actual musical.
And that's what it would be. We would do skits with me singing, everything. I would just be singing all the time because I love to sing. I wish I could sing, but I feel like this. If it's music to God's ear for me to sing, then y'all just have to listen to it. If your ears bleed, I'm sorry, but I'm still singing. So that's when I got excited about my channel because a lot of people was like, you got to pick a niche. And I was like, I don't know what I want to do, but we're going to sing. So when everybody was doing shout outs, I was like, I'm going to sing shout outs. And that was just fun. And then nobody cared that I couldn't sing because I was saying wonderful things about them.
Yeah. So you do karaoke then?
I used to go out all the time. But the older I've gotten, I don't like being around people.
Well, you can still do karaoke at home.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
Yes, I do.
Her and her daughter do be having some karaoke sessions. So she might not see it as karaoke, but it definitely go on.
And acting crazy at home.
So okay, so let me ask you this: how deep do you get into karaoke? Because I don't sing either, but I will be a backup dancer for anybody. If somebody else will sing, I'll do the dancing. So, like when you do your karaoke, are you in full character? Like you are whatever song you sing and you are embodying the song. Is that you?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I wrote it. Okay. Even if I mess up the words and I don't know what I'm saying, like I wrote it. Okay. I mean, whatever.
Right.
Like I wrote it. And then when we did go karaoke, me and his mother, I would make her go up there because she could sing and I couldn't. So you would be more paying attention to her while I'm singing off key over here. And I'd be blowing. You would think I got the mic and I'm up here and I'm singing like I'm Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Jennifer Hudson. I don't care who you want to think. I am singing hardcore, like happy. And I'm not ever embarrassed. Like my first time I went on a cruise, I was by myself and I was singing. They had me singing It's My Birthday, I'll Cry If I Want to. Sung like I was a singer, like a professional singer. And now all their ears is bleeding, but
but you know what? They just what people don't be looking for people. It's fine if a person knows how to sing, but usually the people who do know how to sing, they want to stand in one spot. They're not entertaining. Yeah, people want the entertainment with the karaoke. You know what I mean? So,
and I entertain when I'm on stage, and I entertain when I'm off stage.
There you go.
I get it all the time. I'm having fun because I think it's just fun. And I'm like, karaoke means horrible singer. So why are you expecting me to sound good at a karaoke bar? I don't know, because that's what it means. It means horrible singer. I'm doing what it says.
Right. That's right.
I'm living out what the word karaoke is.
That's
this
right.
Is not America's Got Talent. I didn't say I got talent doing it. This is what I do. I love it. And I've learned as I got older, just have fun because people don't talk about you regardless. So
yeah.
Might as well give me something to talk about because I'm already
exactly. Exactly.
Like I don't care anymore. Like, yeah, and I sing. I do.
Oh man.
And then I try to make other people sing with me, but that's a little harder. But when we first started out, I would get people to join us, and then I'll be like, who can sing? And they'd be like, oh, she can sing. Okay, I want her to be the rapper, and then I want you to sing, but I can't sing.
Okay.
That's why I'm doing it. So so when we collab, that's what I usually do. We'll make up something. And if you could understand me, because I don't speak English sometimes. I don't know what I speak, but it's not English. I call it Lenore. When I speak Lenore, and if you can understand it, then it works out really good. Like we did one to collab with Kayla Mar. And I literally said, and they were like, okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, yeah, I got you. And it worked out beautiful.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite. That's where the money.
Yeah, that's where that came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that whole skit. That was my favorite skit. I had a good time.
So who's singing that?
That's Elias singing.
Okay, that's you saying it. For real.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Elias singing.
Yeah, that's me for real on that.
That's him up there singing. And I think he'd be happy that we don't be singing no more, because he'd be like, if this woman don't stop. And he got to look for the beats, and then we just have to make, and it's all freestyle. Nothing is ever written down. For some reason, I can't do any song written down. When it does, it's horrible. But
well, see, I used to be like, every week is a different song. And I'm like, are they like making hits tracks every weekend or what for the new week?
Now I get to cheat. Now I cheat because Elijah, he's trying to slow me down. And I don't know why he's trying to slow me down, but he be trying to slow me down. That's why we haven't done shout outs. That's why we haven't had shout outs, because he be slowing me down. He won't sit down with me and sing with me.
That's what
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. I laughed so hard about what was it? Is it the chicken and chocolate and
chicken wings? Yes.
Yeah. When I heard that, I swear I laughed until I cried. And when my husband came home from work, I said, you got to listen to this. And I put it on the TV for him to listen to, and he just cracked up laughing. He said, what are they singing about? I said, chocolate and chicken wings.
Because when I first started, we had a talk show, a radio talk show called Talk It Out Show.
And that was on the real radio.
That was on our radio here in Oregon. And so everybody slowly just disappeared, but it was just me and his mother. And that's when Eli was editing both channels all the time. And so I had to be Lydia, and she was Joanne, which came from a play, is how the whole thing came up. Mm-hmm. And so I was the ghetto one, and she was more of the reserved one. And we would take in, like we did on the radio, people would send in questions, and we would answer it. And so one was like, I need something to help me get excited for my husband, because I'm just not sexually excited for my husband. And so his mother was like, aphrodisiacs and this. And I said, well, the best aphrodisiac is chocolate and chicken wing. Now I'm just talking smack. I don't know. I'm just making up stuff. And she was like, what are you talking about? Oh, no, this is how you do it. And it's just a funny skit that we did. And we just put it up there talking about it. So then I'm like, well, we got to now make a song called Chocolate and Chicken Wing. So then we did a live, and I said, what should it be? Should it be a chocolate barbecue sauce, or should it be a chocolate hot sauce? Everybody picked hot sauce, so that's when I created the chocolate hot sauce. And then that's when we did the video. And then my mom's like, you guys need to redo that video, because it looks like you guys are trying to say you two are lovers. I said, okay, we didn't have room. We was trying to do the video within 30 minutes, try to get it up on the live with us. We didn't have time to really figure out a video.
Chocolate and chicken wings. Lord have mercy. That one right there. That one right there sent me. That was funny. I was like, Lord have mercy. I said, where they coming up with this?
Me freestyling. I like freestyle. And before, when we used to do plays, I couldn't freestyle for nothing. Now I just freestyle.
Okay.
Yeah, I will say.
So you talked about your games and stuff and what you like to do, what are some things that you haven't done that you want to do?
Oh, in life.
Yeah.
Like just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, something that I haven't done that I don't think about stuff like that too much. Something that I haven't done. I don't know, something crazy, something like wild, risky stuff like that. I've been more reserved, so I want to do something crazy.
Like what's on your bucket list?
Like that. Might have to skydive in my life. Might have to do something crazy.
Skydive.
Wow.
Okay.
Something on that level, somewhere it's just like, okay, you're just doing something crazy just for no reason. Just something like that. But really just something that I haven't done that I definitely want to do, bucket list, is travel more. I want to go to different countries. So that's definitely something I want to do.
Okay. All right. Lenora, what about you?
I do
anything on your bucket list?
Jamaica. I really want to go.
You know what? You did say that. I remember you saying that, right?
That's really it. Like everything else I've ever wanted to do, I think I've done. Like I'm not one of those people that's adventurous. I really don't really care that much about traveling. Like maybe because I got to do it in spurts throughout my life, that traveling wasn't one of those things that I wanted to do. But Jamaica's the only place I've ever really wanted to go. So Jamaica's my top list. But everything else, if I want to do it, I usually just do it. Like if it's something I want to do, I've always made that a thing to try to do. Like no matter what. And then when I was younger, I was done. Like, okay, you ain't gonna pay your rent, you ain't gonna pay the car, no, you gonna go do that. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Just build me some bad credit is what I'm. Because I want to do blah, blah, blah. Because I was young and I wasn't understanding. And of course, I wasn't listening to my mom. Because she was like, no, because you got to do it this way and learn how to save. And I thought saving was, okay, don't pay your rent.
Oh, my God.
I'm just being honest. Like, my mind was whatever I wanted to do at that moment, do it, and then figure it out later. And so it took me a while to stop doing that. Like, take care of what you need to do, learn to put some money to the side, and actually do it. Because I just, whatever I want or whatever I want to do.
You're more on the impulse side, yes.
I am an impulse person. You know, I don't want to wait.
Oh,
like I'm not patient in that area at all.
And that's where we two polar opposites.
He's way patient. Like he's already like, so 2 years from now, I'm gonna go ahead and get me a phone. Me, if I say I'm getting a phone, that means in the next month or two, there's gonna be a new phone. Like I'm just waiting. Like I'm doing that, trying to jump in the jump rope when you double dutch. That's me. He'd be like, oh, yeah, so 2 years, I'm gonna get a new phone. What are you talking about? Yeah, because I already know what phone I want and did it. I can't do that. I won't shop around. Like when we do on pop-up markets, I try not to walk around because
you want it right then and there. If you see,
sometimes I don't even want it. It's just that I'm looking at you selling your stuff and that how much energy you have makes me want to support you because I love to support people.
You got this cheesecake from this person, and I'm still a little confused why we got the cheesecake. I wasn't just gonna say nothing at the place because that was a little rude and disrespectful because it was right next to us. But I still have a big question mark. What made you want to get the cheesecake?
So one, he knows how I am. So this is me. And this is how they got into the entrepreneur program and everything. Every race supports each other. Our race do not support each other, and I can't stand it. So regardless of what you're doing, I don't care if we're doing the same exact thing, I'm going to support you because every race, I don't care what race it is, we are the lowest number. Like even the lowest number race that's other than Black folks is way higher than ours. Like we let our money don't even bounce in our community once. So my thing is, if you are a Black-owned business, it is my job, as it irritates me, to buy something from you. So you next to me or something, I'm going to buy something, even if I don't want it, even if I don't like it. And I do it on, if you're really passionate about your business, I'm not going to invest and spend my money on something I don't want or like if you just there on your phone and you don't really want to work. Like I'm
Right.
just here because this is what they told me to do. Well,
right.
But if you're doing something that I find you're doing and passionate, yeah, I want to support. Why am I telling my kids and teaching everybody to support our own like everybody else? It's not being racist, just everybody else knows how to support their own. We don't. Our money never bounce, and we always have some excuse why our money doesn't bounce in our community. I'm not going to make an excuse.
Thing, right?
Yeah, that's a Black-owned business. It's her friend that does it.
Oh, okay. No, you good. I wasn't even having that understanding. Okay.
Yeah, no,
because I'm telling you, she's saying Black owned. I'm looking at that lady. That lady was she camouflaged? Was it a different?
She said, I'm helping my friend because I can't remember. He even told me that he knew it wasn't her business.
No, I knew it wasn't hers, but I still wasn't assuming that it was.
Well, anyway, it's a Black-owned business, so yes, I support it. And no, did I really care for the cheesecake? No. And they lied to me about it? Yes.
Oh,
I think she just didn't know,
and she might not have known because the lady that owns it wasn't there that week. But I was like, I was supposed to buy something last time I was there, and I didn't. But I only, yeah.
Oh, it's
now it's clicking. See,
there you go.
But I like baked cheesecake. I don't like non-baked cheesecake.
Non-baked. How you make non-baked cheesecake?
It's just cream cheese, sugar, lemon juice.
Oh no! Mm-mm.
I need egg.
It's like
I need it to be thick.
It's more free form. It's
not
gonna be in the little shelling like that.
I grew up on Junior's cheesecake in New York, so that I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I want a real cheesecake. That's one of my favorite desserts. So you got to give me a real cheesecake. That wasn't, and she said
it was a.
She said, "Oh, it's a baked cheesecake," and I'm like, I ate that piece, and I was like,
"It ain't nothing baked."
It wasn't. It was not.
It was, and it wasn't to me. It was like we could just put that together. When you get like a good cheesecake, you could definitely tell. It takes some time to make it. It's not like we can just go. That right there, you just get your block of cream cheese, you let that get room temperature or however, mix the stuff in, and you good.
Yeah.
You got your little graham cracker dust at the bottom.
You said graham cracker dust.
That's what it was. It was a little graham cracker
dust. It didn't even stay together.
It wasn't it wasn't coating the thing. It was some graham. It said with the graham cracker, it was right there. It was a graham cracker dust,
and that's what I'm saying. I need a good cheesecake, and that's where my problem is. So, could I buy it again? No.
Well, I guess we didn't got on that conversation, but I was just confused about that one. But now I understand because it was the lady that we met prior to that.
Yeah.
I was like I'm saying, I was looking over to the right. I'm like, that lady is a different color, a person of a different color.
Yeah.
So.
And then I have weakness. Like how you do your spirits.
Yeah.
I do mine too. I just don't drink.
Okay. What do you mean?
I have a full-blown liquor cabinet. Like it has tons of liquor in there, and I make sure to buy liquor every time I can. And I buy a lot of Oregon-made liquor, and it's in this liquor cabinet. Now ask me how many times do I drink.
You said, "Do she collect?"
I collect.
Certainly do.
Okay. I just don't drink it. It's like once every few months I might take a sip of something. Like
literally right here, you can't see it, but right here past the screen is a whole thing, and it's full of just everything.
So does your company drink it?
No, I don't offer it.
You don't so you collect it and put it up there. You don't drink it, but then you don't let the company drink it either.
No, because in my mind, the whole reason, this is how it started, because I wanted a liquor cabinet since I was young. But the reason I was like, let me collect all the liquor. So when I watch somebody on TV and they make a drink, I don't have to be like then going to the store to buy it. I'll have it all there. So whenever I do want to drink, I can just mix up a whole cocktail for myself because I have everything there. What happened is I never really knew I was going to start a whole business where I'm at a pop-up shop all the time. So I'm at a pop-up. I don't have time to be sitting back trying to make a drink and have a good time with my drink because I know like the next day I got to get ready to do this or I'm doing a lot. So my life just got really hectic and busy. So now it's assisted, but I still collect it. Like, and I look at it, and I know if something's missing because I'll be like, well, why isn't that not there no more?
Oh,
like I'm really protective over my
She's
stuff.
a hardcore collector.
Yeah, like you would think.
Like her husband got to make sure. Oh, can I get something at your cabinet? Like he on restrictions too.
But he has his own liquor cabinet that I let him have one of my cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, some of my liquor is still in his cabinet because that's how much I have. But he has his own liquor cabinet, and I make sure he has his own liquor cabinet. Like I even put together, made him a cute little mini bar that he can have for his birthday and stuff. I'll be really making sure.
She do good on this. This drink thing is serious for her.
Yeah,
that's why you can't let her in the alcohol store.
Oh no, I'll sit now, and then I'm buying, and there's no way I can come.
And it's not going to be something she's going to drink anytime soon. Some of it is because you just want to try it that bad, but a lot of that stuff is just the idea of it. And
what kind of liquor do you collect? Is there anything specific? You just like the bottle? You just what it?
If I think it's something I'm gonna drink, I know you guys drink straight. I drink sweets, and I like mixed cocktails, sweet mixed cocktails. So anything I think is gonna make a mixed sweet cocktail, that's what I want to have. So I'm not really picky. Like I wanted to make sure I have, my pineapple and my blackberry. I love Chambord. I do the whipped vodka. I love Malibu rum.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that got some taste to it. Some sweetness.
Okay.
If it mixing and sweet, that's for her.
Okay.
That could have 2% alcohol. She having a fun time off that. It could have 0.5%. It's for her.
It's a store I should never go into as a liquor store, but I'm proud of myself because this last time I went to a liquor store, I didn't go over $100. Like I was like, look at me, because normally I go over $100. So I bought my husband some stuff for Father's Day, and then there was this lady just said, we still selling these for $5 and you get 4 drinks. So I buy 5 of them because.
Oh, okay.
And then I started passing them out.
See how it goes.
Here you go. Mom, I bought you this. Oh, you guys want to buy his mom one? Then I just start buying. Like, here you go. I passed it out then.
You don't even fix yourself a drink when company comes over?
She's not that
okay, first you got to say, do company come over?
Yeah.
Okay, well, do company come over?
No. The only people come over is my mama and my sister now. But no.
That's still company.
No, that's family.
That's still company.
No, that's family.
That's not a company for her. That's not the same.
Okay. Okay.
And I think I'm so much like my mom. So she's only over here for a few minutes to do such and such. Not really to drink. Now, when I invite her over for dinner, I could make a drink, but it literally doesn't come to my mind.
Yeah, well, you gotta think when she come, anybody coming here, if it's not just to stop by and say hi, it's some kind of thing going on. We're gonna watch a movie, we're gonna do something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's not really like, oh, sit and drink. It's more like, oh, sit.
You don't have to come and sit and drink. You watching a movie, you come over, watch a movie, and fix a drink.
We don't think about it. And like the company ain't thinking about it. There was only one person that used to come over that would look at my liquor cabinet and want something to drink. And I purposely was like,
told him no. She was.
And that's because I feel like if you coming over here to get my drink, I'm not giving you my drink.
Okay.
So she can't have drinking company either.
No, like if I invite you over and say, come over for a drink or we're going to do paint night, I will make sure we have plenty of drinks. I will do the big festivities. I'm really good at that. But if you coming over and be like, because you got that liquor cabinet over there, I want to, then now you can't get none.
You just cuss her out and it's not working.
Yeah.
But then you can't tell people about the liquor cabinet and don't think they're not going to be curious about it.
I don't. They just end up seeing it. I don't tell them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't go, oh, look at me. I got this liquor cabinet. No, I don't say any of that.
It's literally, you got each row is packed with stuff. And then even the top of it got stuff on top. And it got a bottom. It's 1, 2, this 4.
It's over stuff. I need my old liquor cabinet back from my husband so I can... Because it's just getting over.
Yeah, this one is she used to have both of them.
Yeah, because one would be wine, and I don't drink wine, and the other.
Well, you see how bad this is, right?
So she collects, she don't drink.
We collect this stuff that's just collecting dust.
No, I do like the Costco wine that I was getting. I do like that, but then everybody had me trying. And I like Stella Rose. I don't like real wine. I like sweet. If it's sweet, you got me. I don't want that bitter, and I don't want no.
She wants some Kool-Aid wine.
And when I drink my alcohol, I really don't want to taste the liquor.
Okay, well, I mean that's fair. Okay, but then some people be like, well, then why even bother?
But that's why I buy the stuff that I can handle.
Got you. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like there's some things like I love Long Island iced tea, so I could drink that. It tastes like a tea. It's good, but
I don't know what kind of Long Island iced tea you making, and all you taste is tea.
That's what I be tasting. Look,
ain't no tea in Long Island iced tea.
When I was back in the day, when I went to the club, that was way back in the day, like that's some years ago.
Girl, it did not taste like no tea. It tastes like either Coca-Cola and lemon juice or Coca-Cola and lime juice.
See, I didn't get that flavor. I got tea.
Lord have mercy.
No, I didn't even. For the longest, I thought they really made Long Island iced tea with tea. I didn't know it was all those liquors and then the Coke and some lemon juice. I had no clue. So here they didn't make it strong.
They probably did use real tea over here too. I wouldn't.
No, they didn't use tea. I was watching. That's how I learned.
That drink is for Long Island iced tea is for people who are looking to get toe up.
Yeah, and I don't mind getting drunk. I don't mind that because I act normal as long as I'm at home. Right. I probably wouldn't act normal if I'm somewhere else, but at home I feel like I act normal. But I don't mind being drunk. I just don't like the taste. And when I don't like the taste, that's when it does it. Like my husband, we used to play drinking games all the time, and they made me take a shot of Patron. It flew right back out my mouth, and he was mad because it was Patron. And I was like, ooh. I told you, let me take a shot of something else. Like, don't give me a shot of Patron.
We did in Mexico. We did them flavorful shots.
Yeah.
That'd be how you do it.
Because I'll play a drinking game in a minute and have a good time. Like, and then I think what started me on liquor is because there's some flavors I can't get that's not liquor.
Right.
So they be faking like it's liquor, but it don't be. Well, it's just like that.
Well, I have a little this and that game for you.
Okay.
Right. Before we end the interview. And one thing that neither one of you talked about, which most of the time you do talk about in your shows, is relationship matters, right? So this one is a would you rather, not a this or that. Sometimes I'll do this or that, but this is would you rather.
Would you rather?
And this is based on relationship type things.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of them. I'm gonna ask both of you. So, would you rather be hated by your partner's mom or be hated by your partner's best friend?
Hated by the best friend.
Would you rather be hated by the mom or the best friend?
It really depends. I'm gonna go really depends, but right now I'm gonna say probably be hated by the best friend.
Because my thing is, she can't hate me if she really wanted to, but it's just kind of like, the principle.
What? Because I'm his partner's mom.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I would say friend. But it really just depends on how close the person is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is. It's a proximity thing. It's like best friend. Sometimes the best friend really is family, and they might not be really close to the mom or anything.
Yeah.
So it is. It's a proximity thing, but I think typically you're gonna go with the best friend.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say my husband's mom, God rest her soul, she didn't like me in the beginning.
Oh. Okay.
And I didn't make an effort. I didn't make it easier for her to like me. I was just me. Because I didn't, you watch TV and you see, the evil stepmom and all that. I had no clue about those. I was just like, you don't like me too bad. This is how it's gonna go. But I always made sure, and I think that's what made her fall in love with me the most. Because no matter how much she couldn't stand me and I didn't like her, I always made sure that my husband stayed connected to his mom. Like,
right,
because me and her don't get along, don't mean you guys don't. Y'all still do your thing there. But yeah, so and then she just ended up loving me because I'm lovable.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Would you rather date someone you trust but don't love, or date someone you love but don't trust?
Oh,
the first one.
Date someone you trust but don't love?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because to me, dating is something totally different. And I think my mindset on dating is not.
Got you.
You know.
Yeah, laying it down.
Yeah.
Right.
So what is yours?
And the first one, I think the trust is very important too.
Okay.
Because then you're just gonna be played on the second one. It's just gonna be kind of like hurtful, you know.
Right. Well, that's
all it really is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I think love. I mean, we got so many different ideas in the concept of love, but at the end of the day, somebody that's consistently showing up for you, feelings is gonna rise either way it goes. I feel, you know. They got the potential.
Right. Okay. Would you rather your partner go through your phone every single day, or your partner live 2 hours away?
Every phone, every single day.
Okay.
2 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm about to go at go through my phone because I don't care about my phone like that, but you can go through it. I don't care.
All right.
All
All right. I got 2 more for you.
That's like the distance or like
okay, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Oh my gosh.
Okay, this one is a little disgusting for me, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Okay.
Freak off.
Would you rather your partner pee on you every time you shower together, or share one toothbrush with your partner?
Oh, neither. Oh, you gotta pick one?
What are we talking about? It's like how much?
You just got to share a toothbrush because you're not peeing on me.
Like, is this on? Like,
I ain't doing no toothbrush.
Like R. Kelly, or is it like
this is
it said pee on you in the shower,
I don't
or
want
you share the toothbrush?
Which one?
So you either golden shower,
or you have
but you in the shower.
But you in the shower, so you can
rinse get the rinse off.
The gold ain't staying forever, right? But like, how much? What, okay,
it didn't say all that. Don't ask me to elaborate. It's too
simple. You know he is. You saw him.
I don't know about this one. This is sounding a little crazy.
I don't want neither. And I'm faking using the toothbrush. I'm not using.
That's what I'm saying. It's like one.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
I can't do it. You can't pee on me. Sorry.
It's like on. Like, are we just? I can't even think about
You're
this.
In the shower. So as the water's coming down, the pee is coming down on you.
No, is it coming down, like down, or is it like maybe my
leg?
It could be. It didn't say where. It didn't say where. They could pee on your leg or something. It don't matter.
Pee on your toe.
Oh, pee on my toes. I don't care. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first one. I don't want to share no toothbrush. I'm having a hard time with that.
Yeah, now, I ain't doing no share no toothbrush.
But if we peeing on the top half of my, especially the face, I don't know about that.
I don't even I can say
I can't get down with the R. Kelly kind of stuff.
Even though I'm not people are swapping saliva anyway.
Yeah.
Sharing a toothbrush, but still, I think that's just not right.
Yeah,
it's just the person.
Morally,
you're sharing all that when you're kissing. Like that saliva of your partner is in your mouth.
Yes, but Lenora,
all your
either way goes nasty.
Okay, I put you this way. You can kiss somebody and you can kiss somebody and share saliva and say, "Oh, it's the same thing." So, would you let somebody spit in your mouth?
That's what I think about kissing with saliva.
Oh no! I think it's just the act of doing something else.
And my thing is too with the toothbrush thing. It's like it's cool, but then what if we both want to brush our teeth? We got to share both. Like, what's going on here?
See me, I'm gonna rinse that bad boy in extra boiling hot water. I'm cleaning that brush before it goes in my mouth. I just don't want pee.
But honestly, I think I could get down with the toothbrush.
Yeah, I can't.
It's easy to get down with the toothbrush. Yeah. I just think that
it's just disgusting.
My wife is nasty.
No, she ain't doing it.
My wife's gonna have a hard time with the toothbrush. I'll be fine with the toothbrush. I'll be brushing my teeth.
Yeah, he would. I can see him.
So I just think for the sake
his wife, no, and she can't.
My relationship, I'll have to pick the first one. But me personally, I could probably do the toothbrush.
Okay. Let me see. Where's this one? Would you rather your partner have similar interests but different political views, or different interests but the same political views?
We have different political views on politics. Same. Say it again.
To me, either or. I don't really.
Same interests, different politics, or different interests, same politics.
I like the same interests, different politics.
Yeah, I mean, I like a couple similar. I don't either or don't really matter to me. I think people get too much into the politics. Like, I understand this moral standpoint and all this different stuff, but letting the politics get in between the relationship and all that, we could agree to disagree. We just gonna have to you just might not have to talk about the politics around me. That's just how it would be. But we can still enjoy what we have to enjoy. So either way, but I think I'll probably pick the couple similarities. I'll pick the first one just because it's easy you have those joint points where you can there's enough different, but
because I feel like if you have a dry spell in your relationship, and I call it where I can't stand him and he can't stand me, we at least have something we can still do together as we don't like each other.
Yeah.
And to still try to be able to keep that relationship going, because I think people are like blinded that you're not going to always like your partner.
Right.
And so I think if having something that's similar of an interest together,
it makes it easier.
We could still have like a normal date night or a normal game night or something like that.
Yeah, y'all like this same activity. Y'all both like art. Y'all both can do your little art together or something like that. Like, whereas you in a whole different world from your partner, and it's like those joint points it's not the same.
Yeah, because we don't have to do politics together.
I don't.
Like me and my husband, when we do game, we don't play spades partnership because I feel like that causes more rift in our relationship. Together, so he always has to be on the opposite team to me, because then it's just like, I can't believe you done gave your partner the joker when you should have gave it to me. Well, we know we're just playing and it ain't serious, because you can't be dogging your partner. Like, we got that understanding. So I you kind of know what your levels are.
Right. Okay. Well, I agree. I agree with that one. Now we're about to get into your channel. So I'm going to share my screen and share your channel. And what I want you to do is to just tell them a little bit about your channel. So hold on one second. Let me put you on hold on one second. Let me share the screen.
Those are some interesting questions, though.
Google. Good old Google. There you go.
All right.
All right.
That looks familiar.
Laura Lyon, let us know about the channel.
Yeah, subscribe with the bell.
Well, it's really just it goes with our saying that we always say when we end the show is, we want to love and live each day as if it were your last. Because tomorrow's never promised. The next second is never promised. So live your best life. Sometimes we take life so serious that we're missing life. So have fun and enjoy yourself. And what I wanted our channel to be is whatever you want to do, have fun. This is your world. This is your stuff. And if people like it, they like it. They don't, they don't. But, have fun in all that you do.
Yeah, it's a variety of different content. You don't necessarily know what to expect. But in terms of our live, that's the most, I say, consistent we are, where we have our Love Lounge segment where we talk about different relationships. Our Monday family meeting where we just chop it up with the chat, have fun. And then we haven't been doing it recently, but our game time where, we just play different games and everybody can interact with it. And then video-wise, yeah, like she was just saying, you don't know really necessarily what to expect. We might do a little this and a little that sometimes. Could be a skit, could be just having fun, talking, ranting, reviewing. It's just a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I like doing the skits. That's my favorite part of what we do. We haven't done them in a while, only because our pop-up markets have been really busy. Really like crazy. And like this year has been really crazy because now it's going in between our lives. So it's stopping us from being able to do the lives like we want to. But I love doing our skits. Those are fun. Every skit that we've done has been really fun. And I love talking about other YouTubers. Mm-hmm. When we're like having battle, like when we did the Big Rooster, that was fun.
She like chopping it up.
I like talking smack on stuff I don't have no clue about too. Like sports, I know nothing, but I talk a big game like I know. You want to talk about people's signs, I'll talk about it. I don't know nothing about signs. And I'm talking about like Aquarius, Gemini, all those. I don't know nothing about horoscopes or whatever. I don't know anything about it. But I love talking smack about it. I do. And people argue with me, and I'll be like, I don't know why, because I don't know nothing. And I love it.
It's fascinating. It's just she'll go on too. Like, once somebody says something, it's just like, ooh, the spark is just lit.
Spark in there.
She go. Now she gotta go. And she'll go on. And it's just like, dang, you talk like you really talking mess. Like some people get a little fired up in the chat. They be like, I gotta say something back to this. Let me get the last word on this one because you was talking crazy about my sign I
tell people I know nothing about when I'm talking about, like when I'm talking about football, I know nothing. When I talk about horoscopes, I know nothing. Like one of the people had to tell me, you're not a water sign. I was like, yes, I am. No, you're not. I said, oh. They had to show me that I was not a water sign. I thought Aquarius was a water sign.
Oh, yeah, no, you're a water bearer, but you're not a water sign. You're an air sign.
That's what she told me. And I was arguing, and she had to show me. I was like, oh. So
that's where the impulse comes from.
Yeah. See?
There we go. We piecing things together with this one. You can even see it live in effect, right?
I'm about to put you solo on the screen. If you can tell folks what y'all got coming up this week or the rest of this month.
Ooh, okay. We're here on the big screen. Thank you for letting us be on the big screen. What you want to say?
Well, okay. So Monday is family meeting. And
Monday.
It changes this for the summer only.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll be at 11 a.m. and then sometimes it's going to be at its normal time, 2:00 Pacific Standard Time.
Absolutely.
So Wednesday we had to change it. Not doing Love Lounge on Wednesdays. It's now on Saturdays. And then we also have stopped doing game time for a little bit. But when we come back in, we should be back on schedule. We just didn't have a different date to put it on. So those are our scheduled dates. And then we're going to be, when we come back, we're going to actually come back doing more skits and videos. So
as we say come back, what we've been doing is we have Love and Live Show. We also had Love and Live Shop. Now it's called Taste the Flavor. Well, it's a part of the same thing, but it's our business that we do. So we make different products and all that. So that's been occupying a lot of our time recently, getting readjusted and acclimated with our new schedule in terms of doing events. We're doing shows and all that different kind of stuff where we sell our products. So we're getting everything and finding our way about it, but to expect what she said, our Monday family meeting and our Love Lounge, those lives are usually posted up so you can set your reminder, jump in, chat with us, just have a good time.
Yes. And I think that's it. I mean, we're going to actually include our Taste of Flavor, which is our new business name, with our channel as well. So we're excited about that. So I hope you guys would stay tuned to figure out and see that. Okay. Check that out. So we're excited about our new journey.
Certainly.
All right. Well, you know, I'm gonna be there. So I'm there. I'm there. So most definitely. But I appreciate both of you coming and joining me today.
Well, we thank you for including us. This was fun. I like it.
Yeah, I enjoyed speaking with you all. It was such a good conversation.
We gotta do this again.
I know. Look, not a problem at all. At all. So, but anyway, we will definitely do this again. Especially since y'all are making, you know, some slight adjustments or changes and stuff. Maybe y'all got some new things coming up, and then we can come on back up here and talk about it and everything. So
yes, definitely.
Let everybody know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, y'all gonna catch Lenora. She's on shorts every day.
Every day.
Multiple times a day is what it feel like to me.
I am on every day. I have to post every day. My goal is now I have to change my goal because they made me. I don't join somebody's dang thing to try to make 3 to 5 videos a day. What that is about, I have no clue.
Well, it's working. Because every time I open up my shorts, you up there once or twice, at least instantly. So it's working. It's getting out there and it's going through that algorithm.
Yeah, I'm trying to make that money so I can go on my cruise. Not my cruise. My all-inclusive next year in June for my anniversary, and then I can meet Tanya.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that as well. So if y'all not going, you're gonna miss out because we're gonna have some fun.
So excited.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening. And for those of you out there, if you haven't already liked and subscribed, go on over to Love and Live Show. Going over there, look at the videos. You like what you see, hit those like buttons as well as hit that subscribe and make sure that bell is white so you can get all the notifications for their shows coming up. So outside of that, you all have a good evening, and thank you, Lenora and Alaya, and I'll see you all next time.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
This one's for my crew, my inner vibe. Exclusive moments where the spirits collide. You're the ones who ride through thick and thin. Spirit members, let the show begin. Spirit members, this time's for you. VIP love for the chosen few. Let's sip, let's vibe, it's your special space. Spirit members, welcome to the place.